Hi, my name is Dr. Anna Dolopo, and today we're going to talk about how to achieve a healthy natural pregnancy in as little as 3 months without invasive treatments, and even if you struggled with infertility for years. This is my specialty. I've been doing this for 25 years, and I'm extremely passionate about this. And I'm so excited that you're here to learn about this today. This is your step-by-step game plan to conceive naturally so you can experience the joy and fulfillment of starting your family. So I hope you're excited to hear about this. So who this is for? This is for any couple who are struggling with infertility and you're trying to conceive naturally. That means you don't want artificial fertility. You want a natural pregnancy. If you've ever wanted a step-by-step path to improve your reproductive health and conceive naturally without invasive treatments, then pay very close attention because this has the power to completely transform your journey to parenthood. This is for people who want to do this naturally. This is what we're going to cover today. The real reasons why you're struggling with infertility and what you can do today to enhance your fertility, prepare for a healthy pregnancy, happy baby, ensure an easy postpartum period. When I say that, I'm really basically looking for working with couples who may or may not have had these feelings of defeat, or you've seen other people not achieve their dreams of becoming pregnant, whether naturally with IUI or IVF, and you've seen what people have gone through, and you didn't know until today that there's a way to optimize your health and become the perfect baby palace so that you can go to full term in your pregnancy and deliver a powerful baby. Why relying on invasive medical treatments like IVF, IUI, surgery, or synthetic pharmaceuticals is the absolute worst way to address fertility issues and the proven natural approach that works 10 times better. This is what I really want to impart with all of you today. And this is what the artificial fertility industry does not talk about. They will not talk to you in depth about your health, your overall health, both mommy and daddy. They will not talk to you about the way you eat, the way you live, the way you exercise, if it's too much exercise, if it's not enough exercise, and a whole lot more when it comes to your overall lifestyle. When we're going straight to artificial fertility, we are just and this is just what I've seen from having helped couples in the past when I did help couples with IVF. The artificial fertility industry is going to just go straight to the drugs. They're going to go straight to the invasive treatments. And they are not going to include in their packet to you what you need to do to become healthier. We here in natural pregnancy and fertility specialists focus on your overall health and becoming extremely healthy. That should make sense to you. If you're healthy, you create a healthy baby. Mommy and daddy are healthy, you create a healthy baby. And the simple 4-step game plan that will help you get pregnant naturally this year, even if you've been told that you have low chances by your doctor or have already suffered through the heartbreak of miscarriage or failed procedures. Why do I say this? Because I have developed over 2 decades a proven protocol that when followed, I have a 91% plus percent success rate when mommy and daddy follow the protocol. And I can show you categorically how when men get treated here comprehensively, their sperm analysis, their semen analysis optimizes. Women's health, mommy's health, your hormones, and it's not just checking the lab test to see if it's improved. You actually see it with your periods. You actually see that it becomes bright red blood, no spotting, no headaches, no migraines, no PMS. It comes 28 to 32 days and more. So that's what part of what we're doing is getting you completely healthy, mommy and daddy, so that we can create a full-term pregnancy and a powerful baby. Before I go forward, my third baby, I conceived naturally at 43 and he went to full term and he was over 9 pounds. And I never was concerned of whether or not he was going to thrive in my womb. And I never was concerned if he was going to be a small baby. Other, the healthcare industry, the OBGYN, they were concerned because statistically, I would be considered geriatric as a mother at 43. But they were so surprised that I would carry to full term and have a powerful, healthy baby. I wasn't surprised because that's what I've been doing since 1999. So, we promise to give you the complete and honest truth about fertility and successful natural conception so you can build your family and experience the immense joy of a healthy pregnancy and parenthood now. So, who am I? I'm Dr. Anna Dolopo. I'm the co-founder and lead practitioner at Natural Pregnancy and Fertility Specialist. My team and I are so passionate about creating natural pregnancies. We are focused on couples who really want to have babies. They want to conceive their babies naturally. Over the past 20 years, we've helped hundreds of couples overcome infertility and achieve their dreams of parenthood. So another way I like to share it is, I really don't like the infertility word, but we'll use it in this video. I like couples because you get what you think about most of the time. And if we're constantly thinking fertility, pregnancy, powerful baby, fertility, pregnancy, powerful baby, that is the mantra. That is what we are focused on. And energy flows where intention goes, and you feel empowered to become pregnant naturally. That's how I'm able to help women not only in their late 30s, but mid 40s really get healthier and feel like they can do this. Because I know when you go out there, when you're talking to an artificial fertility specialist, and I've had many couples say this, they say, I'm 42, and then they say, oh, you're 42, we're going to go straight to IVF. And they have no understanding of who you are, if you're healthy, if you're in the, how your weight is, if you eat well, if you're overweight, underweight. They have no conversations with you about that. But here, everyone's tailored. The treatments are tailored to you. It's not a one-stop shop where everyone comes in and they get the same treatments, they get the same diet plan, they get the same Chinese medical treatments, they get the same. It's not like that. It's safe to say that if you give me 50 people with any kind of health, let's say digestive issues, they're all going to be treated differently. So if you give me 50 couples, well, there are so many variables with each mother and father that the treatment has to be tailored to mommy, to daddy, first couple. Then the next 49, second couple, to mommy, to daddy. That makes sense, right? 91% of our clients were able to do this even if they had previously experienced multiple failures with conventional approaches, and even if they had completely given up on believing getting pregnant was even a possibility. I can show you case after case how couples came in and they were told, you've had this many failed IVFs, this many failed IUIs, this many miscarriages, both from natural pregnancies before me or with artificial fertility treatments, and they got pregnant or they didn't get pregnant, but let's say they got pregnant but they had miscarriages. When people work with me, I want to make sure not only are their treatments tailored, but it's tailored so that they get pregnant at the right time during their journey, so that when mommy finally conceives, she conceives at a time when her body can carry to full term. When there is a couple who suffers from a miscarriage, that's because both the mom, either the mom or the dad, if not both, did not have strong enough health constitution to create a viable baby. That's why this has to be a mommy and daddy. And I've done it in many videos where I discuss Yale University, where 50% of infertility for couples is the man. We need to make sure when I say that we have a 91% success rate, and I claim that you can get pregnant this year, that means we need to make sure both of you are on board and both of you are doing the work, and we create a new lifestyle. If you want things in your life to change, you have to change things in your life. If you want a different result in life, which is in this case a powerful baby, then we need to work together, both mommy and daddy. That's what we are about, working with mommy and daddy. So today we're going to share with you exactly how they did it. Does this sound like you? Have you already spent countless hours exploring fertility solutions, but now feel completely unsure of where to start or even whom to trust? Are you worried that invasive and surgical solutions have a shockingly low success rate, yet still come with extraordinarily high risks, dangerous side effects, and put you in debt forever costs? So let's explore who I am for just a moment. This is an important topic to discuss. Why I'm so adamant, after 25 years in practice, why we created natural pregnancy and fertility specialists. Because I could have just kept going with, just acupuncture only, just herbs only. From 1999 to 2006, I took all fertility cases, just like every other Chinese medical doctor out there and other types of, practitioners who treat couples who want to get pregnant. And my success rate was very low, 30 to 40%, if I'm being generous with myself. I had no clue what I was doing. And to be honest with you, the education that I had at the time, and it's not too different because I'm still in touch with Chinese medical schools, the understanding of fertility is, there's so many variables. During that time frame, those first 7 years of my practice, when a practitioner doesn't really have a blueprint, you're just kind of learning as you go. And at the same time, couples are spending, at the time, anywhere between 99 to 2006, anywhere between 5,000 to 20,000, which now would be anywhere between 20,000 to 250,000, easily. When my success rate was so low, that really stressed me out. And I saw the risk, the side effects from the drugs, the IUI, the IVF, and all the shots and everything. I saw what mommies and daddies were going through. I saw them taking out a second mortgage. I saw them borrowing money from their parents and liquidating their 401k. I saw their savings, just all hopes that in 3 months doing this IVF, they were going to get pregnant. And it didn't happen. And on my end, I really didn't know what I was doing, because what I learned in the classical Chinese medical textbooks was not adequate for 21st century infertility issues. So what I did after 2006 was 2007, I stopped taking fertility cases. I said, I never want to treat this again. This is too difficult. This is out of my league. I'm only going to focus on people getting healthy. And during that time frame, I worked with autoimmune issues, post-cancer issues. They're working with their oncologists, or maybe the people who just they couldn't have any more chemo or radiation. I worked with all stroke patients, pain cases, everything minus fertility. And something magical happened. When a couple worked with me, overwhelmingly that year, couples were getting pregnant. Mommies were getting pregnant, and we did not do fertility treatments. We got so focused on them getting healthy, super healthy, and I started giving them activities, not to get pregnant, but activities to empower their lifestyle. That is magical. And the stress on me was so much lower. And I took a good hard look at my practice, and I took a good hard look at the couples that were getting pregnant, and I discovered the secret. I started to discover the secret was it's not just the acupuncture. There are other things involved. It's not just the herbs. It's how people are thinking. And I then started creating, inadvertently, a protocol. So then 2008 on, I started intentionally creating a protocol. And overwhelmingly, close to 100% when followed. I'd ask for 3 years, and then they get pregnant in like 3-4 months. So I started really understanding that when people became healthier and did my protocol, that's when they got pregnant. So does this sound like you? Are you and your partner starting to feel the strain on your relationship due to the overwhelming stress that comes with these fertility challenges? Do you secretly worry at this point that you might never experience the joy of holding your own child? Do you feel like the clock is ticking faster and faster and time is running out for you to become a parent? Well, there is good news. If any of that sounds like you, then we have good news, because none of those things are the real problem. This is the real problem, is that you don't have a simple, straightforward, and proven process for enhancing your natural fertility effectively. We're going to hand you that process right here in this tour, but for now, just understand this. Once you know this process, you'll finally enjoy some peace of mind, knowing you're on a proven path to parenthood that works regardless of your past pregnancy challenges or medical history. You'll feel empowered knowing you're doing everything you can to boost your powerful's natural ability to successfully conceive. My job is to empower you. Once you know this process, your relationship with your partner will strengthen tenfold, as you can stop blaming and stressing over low percentage options and work together towards your shared dream of family. And finally, you'll experience the overwhelming joy of becoming a parent, transforming your longing into a loving reality. The bottom line, there's a proven process and protocol that enhances both partners' fertility and ability to naturally conceive without invasive surgical procedures or side effect laden drugs, even if you've faced numerous setbacks in your pregnancy journey. Whatever you've gone through before coming here, it's not going to matter to me as much, because you'll be doing my protocol and you'll be on a new path, and you will feel empowered physically, emotionally, mentally, and maybe even spiritually. With this process, everything works. Without it, you are stuck rolling the dice over and over. So basically, what you've been doing so far, it hasn't worked. We got to try something new. And the process we're doing is basically going in line with what Mother Nature intended. That means everything you've been feeling, all the frustration, all the sadness, or all the hopelessness, none of that is your fault. You just didn't have the process. Now you will. There are 3 fertility mistakes. Before we get into the process and how it works, let's quickly talk about what not to do, because if you're like most people facing fertility challenges, there are 3 huge mistakes you're probably making. And you may not realize it right now, but those mistakes are destroying any chance you have of conceiving naturally. And I can virtually guarantee you're making at least one of these mistakes, if not all 3. So let's take a look at all of these 3 quickly right now. Mistake number 1, invasive and pharmaceutical treatments. Most conventional medical treatments simply overlook any underlying health issues that could be impacting your fertility. Treatments are intimately invasive and come with side effects that further complicate your health. They treat the symptoms rather than addressing the root cause of infertility, such as hormonal imbalances or nutritional deficiencies. The truth is, while IVF, IUE, drug treatments, and assisted reproductive technology can work, they often lead to a cycle of dependency, crushing financial debt, and repeated disappointment, with a maximum success rate of only 25 to 35%. The truth. There's a better way to enhance your fertility naturally without subjecting your body to invasive procedures. And I'll talk about what that looks like in just a minute. So let's take a step back. 2 generations ago, your grandparents didn't have these issues. Okay? So we're going to bring you in line with living naturally so that you can conceive naturally. So, mistake number 2, ignoring diet and lifestyle factors. Poor diet and demanding physical lifestyle severely impact hormonal balance and reproductive health in both men and women. So, like what I just talked about earlier, just a minute ago. The way you live now is probably significantly different than the way your grandmother or great grandparents did. Our lifestyle now is significantly different. 2024, or from whatever year you're watching this, it's much different. These factors are often the hidden culprits behind infertility issues, and no amount of assisted reproductive treatments or drugs can compensate for them. Basically, you're trying to force something instead of trying to live in line with becoming a powerful mommy and daddy. IVF, IUI, any of these drugs, any of these surgical procedures, you're trying to force your body to do something instead of getting your body to become more in line, being congruent with achieving a natural pregnancy. Does that make sense? So, the truth. What you need to do is start focusing on you and your partner's own internal health to create the proper sperm, egg, and environment to successfully conceive and birth a happy, healthy baby. Mistake number 3. And this is very, very important, so please listen up. This is neglecting emotional well-being. This is a great part of our work together. It's been proven time and time again that emotional strain directly impairs your body's reproductive functions, male or female. I know this because when I help couples conceive and they write their testimonials, something that's repeated is I felt like I was letting my husband down. I felt defeated. I felt like my body cannot do this. Same thing with a man. I felt like I wasn't able to, help my wife when they found out that it was their sperm issues. So that really affects you. Your body follows your mind follows the spirit. If you are emotionally, mentally impaired, there's a compromise in your ability to believe that you can conceive, then that's going to affect you physically. Ignoring your mental health creates a stressful environment that's directly hostile to conception. Since 1999, there's not one couple that's come in and said, I'm super happy, I'm super healthy, I don't know why I can't conceive. No. By the time they come see me, that stress level typically is a 7, 8, or 9, or 10 when it comes to conceiving. And typically, how you do anything is how you do everything. And that stress level in trying to conceive, which I don't like that term, but that's the term people use, that stress in trying to conceive, either naturally or IUI or IVF, trickles down into your work, trickles down to you guys as a couple, trickles down to, if you're in school. Whatever it is, it's going to manifest in other parts of your life. The truth, what you need to do instead is to use an approach that supports your mental, emotional, and physical health, creating the proper and perfect conditions for natural conception. That's basically saying we're going to make daddy's health completely perfect and mommy becoming the perfect baby palace, so that when you conceive, that embryo gets implanted perfectly and carries to full term. So here's how to do all this. The baby palace creation process. I'm excited to share this with you. We call this the baby palace creation process. It has 4 parts: the internal health analysis, personalized natural fertility plan, integrative lifestyle modification, continuous support and adjustment. So let's walk you through the whole process right now. And I think this is really starting to make sense to you. So step 1, internal health analysis. The first step to enhancing your fertility is a comprehensive internal health analysis. This assessment goes beyond typical medical evaluations, diving deep into your dietary, lifestyle, and emotional health to uncover underlying factors that may be affecting your fertility. By avoiding the narrow focus of traditional medical assessments, this expanded evaluation provides a broader understanding of your health, offering a solid foundation for personalized treatment. This is basically what we've been talking about this whole time. Artificial fertility, going straight to the symptom, that's why they have a lower success rate, to full-term pregnancy, creating powerful babies. You do things naturally. You really take care of what's going on internally. You become healthy. Mommy and daddy, you empower your lifestyle. And guess what? You miraculously create a healthy, happy baby and carry to full term. How to perform an internal health analysis. First, you complete a detailed questionnaire about your health history and lifestyle. That's important to me. Then you undergo a series of non-invasive tests to evaluate your hormonal balance and physiological health. And then you engage in an in-depth consultation to discuss your physical, emotional, and psychological well-being. These are the benefits of your internal health analysis. You'll feel understood and cared for in a way that traditional fertility clinics often overlook. We're not just going to give you like these are the dates you need to do these things and then let's see what happens. No. We're going to see what's going on with you because your condition is different than everyone else who comes in. You'll discover potential health issues you were unaware of that could be silently affecting your fertility. We'll discuss this privately, okay? You'll set the stage for a tailored treatment plan that truly aligns with your body's needs. I hope you heard that the way we just shared that. A treatment plan tailored for you, for your body's needs. Imagine feeling overall healthier and more vibrant, body and mind fully ready and prepared to welcome a new life into existence. Step 2, your personalized fertility plan. Crafting a plan that's tailored to your unique health profile, medical history, and fertility timeline ensures that we address your specific needs rather than applying a one-size-fits-all approach. Do you see the difference? IVF, follow this protocol that everyone else in our clients, they all do this. This is what we do. And then if you just Google online, what's the success rate of IVF at specific age ranges, you'll see it for yourself. It's all there. But you have a customized fertility plan here. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's not going to be like everyone else's. Your treatment is not going to be like everyone else's treatments. And this is how we can create healthy babies naturally. By avoiding the pitfalls of generic treatments, this personalized plan adapts as you progress, ensuring each phase of your fertility journey is supported with the most effective strategies. Look, every couple who comes in, some men are going to have sperm issues and some men are not. Some women are going to have migraines with their periods and some women are not. That's why it has to be tailored. Why personalized fertility plans work. What we're discovering is that individualized treatments based on advanced genetic health and metabolic profiling significantly improve rapid fertilization and successful pregnancies. Basically, when you are looked at as an individual, and we can create an individualized fertility plan for mommy, an individualized fertility plan for daddy, and it's not a one-size-fits-all, then you as a couple will have a high success rate in getting healthier, conceiving naturally, and carrying to full term. This approach optimizes your fertility in a way that most clinics are used to without invasive treatments, without side effects, and even if you have complex health issues. Complex health issues such as sperm motility at a 2%. Complex health issues such as PCOS. Step 3, integrative lifestyle modification. It's a true expression of commitment to the health of your soon-to-be growing family. It allows couples to both show up as proactive pregnancy partners that your body needs to conceive. You get to skip over generic health advice and go straight to personalized, effective changes. Daddy, I really need you to hear that. Mommy and daddy, our success rate here, the protocol here is when mommy and daddy work together. It's not just mommy. It's mommy and daddy working together. It takes two to make a baby, especially when it comes to natural fertility. How integrative lifestyle modification works. Identify small, sustainable adjustments in your diet and activity that boost fertility. Incorporate relaxation, exercise, and stress management protocols that improve your overall reproductive health. Tailor your sleep patterns and environmental factors to support hormonal balance. Design a custom timed intimacy plan that not only gives you the best possible window for conception, but also romantically connects you and your partner at the deepest possible level. So we shared a lot there, and we're going to discuss those comprehensively when we're together. But I want you to just understand right now how you've been working, how you've been sleeping, how you've been eating, how you've been living, how you've been thinking have been contributing to your infertility situation. And because we're all individuals, that's why the treatments have to be tailored. Step 4, continuous support and adjustment. Proper monitoring and adjusting of your treatment plan ensures that as your body changes and responds to increased health, the approach evolves too. This continuous cycle of feedback and adaptation is critical for achieving and sustaining a healthy pregnancy. Regularly communicate with our team, help us track your progress, and allow us to make the necessary tweaks to your regimen. Some women, I'm going to perfect their period in 2 months, and some women, it's going to take 4 to 10 months. Everyone's different. Some women are heavier. Some women are light, they're not where I need their weight to be. Some men, their blood pressure is much higher than 120/80. So everyone has to be tailored. The treatments have to be tailored to achieve both mommy and daddy becoming super optimized health and mommy becoming the perfect baby palace. When everything is said and done, you'll have improved your overall health significantly. You'll be able to easily manage stress and maintain your balance in your life. Your relationship with your partner will transform because of your shared journey toward love and the creation of life. You'll feel empowered and educated about your body's fertility signals. You'll experience the joy of parenting, supported by the strongest possible foundation of health and wellness of your entire family. So I'll give one example, just one, and it might make you laugh just a little bit, but it is so important here. Everything that I just shared just in the last minute. There are couples and the woman comes in and I'm working on her libido because we just said you'll feel empowered and educated about your body's fertility signals. So we're not doing things like basal body temperature checks and ovulation, and I discuss that in other videos. One common thing that 98+% of the women say here is that they feel differently down there. And when it's ovulation time, the mucus that's created, especially during ovulation, is far more profound than it was before. And that's when you know everything is being done endogenously. Like that's not a drug causing you to have more vaginal wetness. This is just one thing that we talk about, which I know for a fact when you go to the IVF clinic, they don't discuss that. They don't talk about your sex. They don't talk about your health. They don't talk about your diet. They don't talk about anything. And they definitely don't talk about if you're having this, a more profound mucus being created during ovulation. And by the way, mommy and daddy, your intimacy is not just going to be during ovulation, and we'll talk about that privately when you're here. Do you see how powerful this is? Once you have this, you'll have a start to finish process from going from feeling helpless, frustrated and scared, defeated, to both you and your partner being completely empowered, physically, mentally, and emotionally, and pregnant in as soon as the next 3 months. The caveat is you got to do exactly what I tell you to do. So we'll discuss that privately. Everything you've been feeling, uncertainty, isolation, frustration, none of that is your fault. You just didn't have the process and the protocol. But now you know this. You owe it to yourself and your family's future to start on this journey today. Now you have a choice. You can keep on doing what you've been doing, dealing with misinformation, confusion, and everything that goes along with that, watching month after month and year after year slip by. Like, how many failed IVFs are you going to do? How many failed IUIs are going to go through? How many times are you going to get pregnant naturally or with artificial fertility only to have how many times are you going to get pregnant only to have a miscarriage? And every time you have a miscarriage, you feel more and more defeated. You feel less confident in your body, and you don't know that there's a natural way to empower your body so that you can get healthy, despite what traditional fertility specialists have told you. And I say this with conviction because I've been doing this for over 2 decades, myself included. Or if you're finally ready to naturally conceive and finally start your family, then here's what we have for you. How we can help. My team and I have set aside some time in the next 24 to 48 hours to speak with you personally and privately about how we can help you get pregnant naturally. Here's how it works. You'll get on a call with us for about 25 minutes. We'll get a quick medical breakdown and learn about everything you're struggling with that's not working. We do want to know what's not working. How we can help. If we believe our process and protocol will work for you, you and your partner will be invited into our office for a comprehensive consultation where our doctors will craft your step-by-step game plan for optimized fertility and preparation for a healthy pregnancy, faster than you ever thought possible. This is what I want for you, okay? How we can help. It's rare, but if on your call, if we discover we can't help you for some reason, that's okay too. Either way, our goal for this call is to show you what your exact next steps should be to improve your fertility, conceive naturally, and have a happy, healthy pregnancy without any unnecessary or added stress. I hope you really understood what I just shared just now. The goal of any doctor or responsible healthcare practitioner out there should be, can I really help this person? And if I can, all right, this is what you need to do. And if my team and I don't think in our heart of hearts that it can't work, then time is money. But more important than time and money here is your hopes. We say 91+% success rate. At the end of the day, and I'm a mother of 3, there is no 80% baby. You either make a baby or you don't. You either conceive naturally, carry to full term, and I'm going to tell you right now, in 25 years of experience, I don't even like to use the word, but miscarriage rate is extremely low. That is something I take a lot of pride in. So if I don't think this is going to work for you, I'm not going to waste your time, I'm not going to waste your money, and I'm not going to create false hopes for you. That's what this whole video is about. Who this free private call is for. This is not for everyone. I just shared that. I have 2 very strict requirements you must meet in order to be eligible for this free call. Okay? Number 1, you must be a couple who is seriously committed to natural fertility treatments. If that's not you, please exit this page now. Only mommy needs to be on the initial call, but both of you must be ready to schedule and attend your live consultation if qualified. We are obviously extremely busy, so please come prepared knowing your partner's availability and schedule prior to your call. Number 2, you must be serious about achieving a healthy pregnancy and be willing to invest what it takes to make that happen. There's a reason we have the highest successful pregnancy rate in the entire medical community worldwide, naturally. I've helped over hundreds of couples just like you achieve their dreams of parenthood. But just like any medical treatment protocol, it does take decisive and committed action and investment to make that happen. If you're not willing to do that, then we can't help you. If you are committed, if you're truly committed and you are serious about starting your family and you are willing to invest what it takes to make that happen, then click the button under this tour and schedule your free private natural pregnancy phone consultation now. Book your free private consultation call. This is your year. No more heartache, no more headache, no more doubt, no more trial and error. Just you finally becoming the happy, healthy, and joyful family you were always meant to be. Don't wait. Book that call now below.